Well, extremely proud of our guys. We've spent the better part of 3 days really trying to get back to our identity and who we are. Offensively, we haven't been that far off in these 3 losses. But defensively, I think we've been way off. And we've said it, that we haven't been very tough to play against, and we've had slippage in our principles. And tonight, I thought we really fought. Well, we missed some open shots, and I've told the guys that stuff will happen. But I thought we did a really good job. We turned them over 10 times at Cal, 15 times tonight. And I thought they're a very, very good offensive rebounding team. But I just thought we fought. I thought we had some toughness to us tonight. One game doesn't make it, but our defensive efficiency was like 85. We haven't been there in quite some time. So really proud of them just taking what we've been doing in practice this week and then putting it into gameplay.
You saw Tom go down there in the first half, probably, not knowing the certainty of his situation. How hard was that? And going forward, obviously he returned, but any lingering concerns?
Well, you just always hate any of your players going down. And Tom's worked so hard. If you look at Tom, I mean, just look at his last month. He's broke his nose. Actually, if you go back to October, he broke his nose. He set out for a while, or September. He set out a while for that, healed, comes back early January, breaks his nose, has to wear a mask. He's wore a mask in every league game but 2. And he just continues to get a double-double. Tonight, ends up getting 7 and 5, came back, made some huge plays for us, both offensively and defensively, dives on the floor for a loose ball in the second half. So we don't know the extent, but I think it's good news that he was able to come back. So at least that's good news. And now I'll just let the medical staff do what they got to do to figure out kind of where we move from here. But just really pleased for him because that nose has been stitched 3 times this year already. It's just he's an amazing guy. He just gives you everything he's got. And when I went out to see him, I know he was most frustrated, most upset, not for him. He was upset because he knows what he means to this team, and he was scared. And that's just who he is. He's an incredible teammate.
Steve, the other day you addressed the kind of the slow starts, and obviously they jumped out to that early lead there. It's kind of what did you kind of see there, and then what did you also see in the run that followed when you guys were able to get back on top?
Well, I have to look at it, but I think both halves, we didn't get the stops that we needed to start both halves. And then once we settled down defensively, the last 3 4-minute games of each half, we were really good defensively. So now it's just the start. It's starters and then that first row of subs, that first flow of subs that comes in that first 8 minutes. We just weren't on point defensively like we were, and we missed some open shots. And any time that you miss open shots, being a player once, I just know what it does to your demeanor. Then we got some stops. We got relaxed a little bit, started making some shots, and our energy picked up. But all in all, defensively, we were pretty good tonight.
You guys outscored them 18-0. You don't often see that in Pac-12 play. And 24-4 to close the first half. Would you could make a case that was your best 11 minutes of the season?
It's hard. I don't know if it was our best 11, but I thought it was a critical 11. And to do that without Tom. I thought Gigi came. Gigi I thought brought a lot more toughness tonight, and that's what he can do. He's got such a good basketball IQ, and I thought he played extremely hard tonight, and that's what we got to have, him battling. And so to do that when Tom wasn't out there for us, that's at least encouraging, and some of these guys can build some confidence from that.
Coach, you had Jalen in the starting lineup, I think, for the first time since November. What went into that decision? How do you think that 4-guard lineup started the game for you?
We decided to change things up. I don't know if it's the answer, not so much Jalen. I just don't know if 4 guards is the answer. It's not the ideal weekend to probably be doing 4 guards in a starting lineup because they're huge, and Stanford's big. You're looking at Humphrey and Travis, so it's that's not easy. And I thought, if anything, it got Wilkes out of the flow, and we don't want that because he's too valuable to what we're doing. But we just got to look at it, make some tweaks maybe with it, because I think it is something that we can go to because we're fast, we're long, we're athletic. As long as we can rebound and defend without getting in foul trouble, I think we can do more of that. But we can't have Wilkes getting out of flow and out of rhythm and getting in foul trouble guarding guys that are 3 and 4 inches taller than him. That's something we can't do.
Chris Smith continues to have a nice little surge here. I think 4 or 5 tonight. Not a ton of minutes, but a lot of production out of them.
Yeah, I thought, he just continues to improve, and that's what we want. I had 14 minutes. I think that's probably what he's averaging. So I don't think his minutes are down. That's pretty much what he's been getting. And those minutes go up if you just continue to show that consistency. And I thought he did that. I was very, very pleased with his minutes off the bench.